Alright guys, so here's a tutorial on how to do a proper stat reset. I think we've all kind of fell victim to this. So when you first start the game, you got stat points when you level, and you get to pick what you put them in. Each category does something different, so we're going to cover that and kind of go over what you're looking for. So the first thing I always do when I'm doing my stats is take off all of my gear. Alright, so my stats, oops, not that, my profile. Alright, so here's what I have. Right now, I currently have strength, endurance, agility, and accuracy maxed and reloading. Crit is 90, and dexterity is 87. And there are reasons why these numbers are where they are. And just for my reference, we'll compare them. So I just took a snippet of that, and we'll come back to that. Alright, so we're going to do a stat reset. And let's see what we need here. So different items have different requirements, okay? So when we reset, if you look at this, for example, this Wraith Cannon, it says you need 100 strength and 120 machine gun skill. So I know that I need at least 100 strength and 120 in machine gun. 100 strength, 120 rifle, so there I need rifle, I need machine gun. And again, if you were building for like a pistol, you would just put points in pistol. Most people pick one or two main weapons and go for that. If you spread your stats out, like here, let me show you. So like if I was to do like 50, 50, 70, 60, 80, 50, I would get into a situation where I can't use a good gun and I'm in an in-game zone and I cannot kill the zombies. So it's better to pick one or two and just pump points into it. And then, when you get those done, you can work on a third. But obviously, I'm level 330, so you may not be that high of level. Just do what you can, but I recommend picking one or two and working on those. The other thing you need to think about is looting. Even if you're not going to be, mainly looting, you're going to loot. Unless you just keep swiping credit cards, you're probably going to end up looting. So two things about that. Melee is quiet, but you got to be really close, right? You got to walk up and hit something. Pistols, they're pretty quiet. They don't attract much attention. I would say melee or pistols are both, pretty minimal as far as causing aggro or drawing attention of zombies. Rifles, they hit hard. They're fun. They do a lot of damage, and they're not too loud. So really, they're not a bad choice. But again, if you're going somewhere that's chaotic, it'd probably be best to stay to a melee or a pistol. And then shotguns, machine guns, explosives. You can imagine those bring a lot of zombies. Shotguns good for a knockback. Machine guns are good for grinding, getting experience. And same for explosives. They're a little safer. You can hide behind walls, but it can be a little slower. So kind of your preference. Machine guns are expensive. I mean, when you shoot bullets, you're shooting money, essentially, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta buy that ammo, and it gets very expensive. Shotguns, more of a cheap thing, and so are explosives, so take your pick. Right now, I want to be set up for... I'm probably gonna go melee, pistols. I'll probably take shotguns off, because I know melee, pistols, and rifles, so I'll probably switch through those. Machine guns, I'm going to use that. I'd like to use explosives, but I don't have a good gun for that. So anyway, alright, so back to what we were doing. Alright, so I'm going machine gun, rifle, and then like I just said on that. And then as far as stats go, as far as my stats go, I am switching some things. So I'm going to go into stealth instead of dexterity. I do a lot of looting. I don't really do a lot of grinding, so I'm not really getting the benefit of the dexterity. I may as well change it to stealth. And to do a stat reset, you come up to the credit shop. You can buy credits on the marketplace, whatever you want to do. But once you get the credits, you come down here and you do a stat reset. Are you sure it's 100 credits? Yes, I'm sure. Alright, so I know I'm maxing melee. If you hold shift and click, it'll do all your points for you. Alright, so this whole side's done. I already knew what I was going to do, so I pre-planned. This side, well, we know my armor takes 100 strength, so I gotta have it. We know I want to run as fast as I can for looting, so I want to do that. Endurance is your health. I think when I was a lower level, I kind of put this off and was just adding as I could. Critical hit and reloading and dexterity and stealth. So we're going to go through these and I'm going to explain what these do and why they matter. Alright, so and actually here we're going to pull up a couple things here. Alright, rifles. So your stats can depend on your guns. So depending on what guns you use. How do I get this stupid ass ad away? Anyway. Alright, so I know that I'm going to be running with the Barnell. Now if you look, the Barnell is very slow attack speed and very high critical chance and high accuracy. Okay, if you go over to the stats, well, let's go to accuracy. So I went to the wiki. I'm on the Dead Frontier wiki, and I'm looking at stats and levels. Let's go to accuracy. All right. So again, what was my rifle? It's high accuracy. So weapon accuracy, well, it's high accuracy. If I want it to be pretty reliable, I need 59 points in accuracy. If I want it to be perfect on screen, I need 69. If I want it to be pinpoint, I need 79 points in accuracy. So let's go ahead and go back. Okay, so this would give me 79 points in accuracy. We need, let's see here, reloading. I already know that I want reloading max because it's critical for me. It saved me a million times, so I go ahead and do that. And you also got to think about your guns and all your items you have going on. You know, what stats do they have? Do they have you know, endurance and agility, like my armor, right? It has 24 endurance, 24 agility. My weapons, they each give 8 to accuracy, crit, and reload. So if you think about that, I get 24 points onto this. So if you take a calculator, I know I need 79 accuracy, right? Well, I know my armor and gear are going to give 24. So I need to put in 55. See how that worked? I know my gear's GC'd. I know I'm going to get 8, 8, and 8 from my 3 different guns. And that will give me my 79 for pinpoint accuracy with my bow. Alright, so the bow's done. The next thing I had was the Wraith Cannon, right? So let's go check that out. Or actually, here, before we do that, let's look at the crit real quick. Since we're already on this page. Where'd the bow go? Very high critical chance. So let's find crit. So you can click it. Oh, here it is. Alright, critical hit. Should be a chart. Weapon critical hit. So it's very high. So if I put 79 points in, I'll be at 80%, which is the max, right? So I need at least 79 points in critical hit. So we'll just do the same thing because I know my weapons are GC'd. So when I get the 24, 50, 60, 79, right? You follow me? Alright. Now let's go check out the Wraith Cannon. Okay, so it's ultra low accuracy. So minigun, or there's minigun's critical hit, 2% at 114. So if I max the crit, I'm only gonna get 2%. So big difference, right? Yeah. Many guns. So are those points worth it? So if you're building this, let's just say you weren't level 300, right? Is it worth you dumping all those points into that skill? You know, that's something you have to decide. But as you're leveling, you're going to kind of realize what you need. You know, maybe your crit isn't working very well, or maybe you're reloading slow. You got to do what you got to do to survive, and you can always do a stat reset. Alright, so let's look back at this. So my old build, I had strength 100. Endurance is my health, so I know I want that at 100. Agility, I had that at 100. Accuracy. Now my old build, I had 100 accuracy because I could. I was just like, why not? But we're going to be more strategic because what I want to do, I would like to get stealth to 100. That's going to leave me with 67 points right now. So we have 67 points left to distribute to these other areas. So let's see, what else do we have? Wraith Cannon. Ultra low accuracy. Where's accuracy? So it's ultra low. So nothing really is going to help this thing. It's just so bad. But again, it's a machine gun, right? I'm spraying. So I don't even want it to be accurate. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to kill everything on the screen. So I don't have to worry about that for that gun. But now I know I'm probably going to go into melee. So let's take a look at some melee weapons just to see kind of what I'm looking to get into. Melee. Alright, so I was looking at the Doomstar. If I were to go to that, very high crit chance, which is good. Very slow attack speed. So with attack speed, you can't change that, but yeah. See, I'm trying to pre-plan what I'm doing. You know, I don't know exactly what melee weapon I'm going to use. I was looking at the Dawn Blade 2 earlier. I need something to this high damage per hit because I want to one-hit the mobs. So that's something I'm considering. Very high crit chance. And then I want to look at one more thing. I want to look at pistols. I know there's a new pistol coming out, so I kind of want to see what these take.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top.
So I know these weapons aren't out yet. So I'm just kind of look at the other ones here. So we're looking at very high crits. High accuracy. What's high accuracy take?
Choose from a great selection of digital coupons and use them up to
So did I have at least 69.79? Yeah, it's one we did, isn't it? So 50, 60, 79. Yeah, so I'd be good with a pistol. What was the crit on that? 0 crit chance on that one. Very high. High crit chance. Where's crit? So I need to get to 112 crit. Alright, so what is 112? Minus 24, because my gear's going to give me stuff, so I need 88 in crit. So this future proofs my build for at least a high crit chance, if that makes sense. So I'm building it right now, so if I get an item that has a high crit chance, it will be maxed out with my gear. Obviously, I don't need that right now because I'm running this. But if it is a high crit chance, I will need this. Follow me? Alright, so that's all done. Everything should be good. And I have 34 points left. It's kind of your pick. You know, what are you worried about? Dexterity is shooting speed. That might actually help. Let's look at dexterity because that's one of those new stats. And honestly, I haven't really messed with it that much. So what is dexterity? Weapon attack speed. Raise their weapon. Yep. Max stealth. So that'll be handy. Okay, so our options here. Realistically, what do I need? Well, dexterity would be nice. Help me do damage. Accuracy, I should be good. 55, and it'd be 79. What was accuracy again? For any of these. Where's accuracy? Let's reload. Weapon crit chance. Accuracy. So if anything's average, I'll struggle. But probably won't use anything that's average. So we're gonna go with this. This is what we're doing. And crit is 88, right? Before I hit accept. Need 112, so 88 plus 12. Oh, I'm sorry. 88 plus 24. That's 112. So we're good. With high crit chance, we future-proof for a pistol. Our stats are all done. Everything's good over here. I'm debating, do I want shotguns or explosives? Tough one, guys. I really like shotguns. So I got my melee or pistol. I'm gonna have my machine gun always. So a secondary, it might be better for a shotgun because if they come out with one that has like crazy knockback, that could be my gun I use to get away from hordes. Let's do that. Now we're gonna go like that. Now let's throw our gear on. Here's my stats.
I ask you about war, you probably throw Shakespeare at me, right? Once more into the breach, dear friends.
So now I am set up for looting,
You've never been near
and I'm set up for as much damage as I can do. And as I level, I'll put points into dexterity because I don't need anything else. So that's my new build. Anyways, I hope that makes sense to you guys. Please make use of the wiki. And again, you know, depending on what you need, it's going to be different for everybody. But I hope that makes sense. If you don't know what something does, again, just click what it is. You know, read it, see what it says about it, and then decide if that's what you want. I highly recommend that you max out agility. It's very important. And let's see here. Agility is very important. And you're going to need, well, depending strength or non-strength, but agility, you always got to have agility. So please focus that. Please don't spread your stats out too far. But other than that, good luck. Let me know if you need any help. And thanks for watching. Take it easy.